Northside. It's a new year and we're finally back with this year's first edition of StarCast. We're glad to see you here. Between homecoming, football season, volleyball season, and with basketball season now underway as well as many other events that have taken place, it was a busy fall here at North High with no shortage of events, so let's get you caught up. Don't worry, we're quick. We jump right in with Jackson Baker to help us get caught up on our star sports.
Thanks, Keenan. Jackson Baker here, Northside. I'll be updating you with all our sports and activities this year. Our volleyball team had a successful season this past fall. A change in attitude brought a corresponding change in achievement. Let's take a look.
Walk into the North High gym any day of the week around 3:30 to 5:30 and you're sure to be greeted with bumps, sets, and spikes. The North High volleyball team is constantly at work seeking to improve themselves. Many of these girls on this team grew up in the gym, playing on Northside youth leagues. Like so many youth development leagues on the north side, the hope is that all the practice hours put in and all the skills developed in those years pay off when the athletes come to North. Before a program so invested in creating future stars, the last couple of seasons has been somewhat frustrating.
We really saw last season that our leadership wasn't there, and we needed to really build a strong leadership that the girls had, and it couldn't come from a coach. It needed to come from within them.
Last spring, the coaches decided to introduce captains to the team. Captains were voted on by members of the team. The coaches and captains came together to set goals for the team, which is keeping them focused throughout the season. The volleyball team for the 2016-2017 season has turned a new leaf. The girls spent hours upon hours during the summer practicing and refining their skills, which has in turn improved their overall record, and they have also improved their team chemistry.
And last year the chemistry was a little bit hindered, and this year I feel like it's a lot better. We are actually on a winning streak and have won more games than last year.
The girls won twice as many games as last year. A big part of the success has come from the hard work that the girls put in prior to the season and also the work they continued to put in during the season. They began practicing as early as June all the way up to the beginning of the season.
We also had Gold Medal Squared Camp a week before season started, and they were in the gym from 8 a.m. till 4:30 or 5 p.m.
The girls came a long way, winning twice as many games as last year. The team's success this year, as well as all the changes they put into effort to earn it, is a lesson in determination and proves that hard work and a change of attitude can make a big difference. This has been Keenan Najdawi reporting for StarCast.
Congratulations on all the success, ladies. Another one of our fall sports, football, also found some success this past season, and some of it may just be due to their team manager, who also happens to be the manager for the boys basketball team. Ethan fills us in.
Here at North High, we're all about showing our star qualities and accepting everyone as our own. Our excellent football and basketball manager, Jimmy, otherwise known as Jimbo, is a perfect example of that. This is Jimmy's 4th year as managing, and he's yet to let us down. Jimmy greatly impacts the team.
Jimmy's very important, just like every other player on the team. Each person means the same amount. We don't go anywhere without Jimmy, and right now this time of the year, Jimmy doesn't go anywhere without our football team. So he's a very important person to us.
Jimmy not only impacts the football team, but the basketball team as well.
Jimmy's a huge part of our team. He comes every day to practice. He's one of our little emotional leaders. He fills water bottles. He keeps score. He kind of is there to pep the kids up. All the kids ride around him. He's a very important cog to our group.
Jimmy is also a very good student. He works hard, pays attention, and all in all just wants to succeed. Jimmy carries his hard work, dedication, straight from the classroom to the football field, which helps and impacts the team.
Jimmy impacts the team in a very positive way. There's never any negative attitude around Jimmy. Every time I see him, he puts a smile on my face, and as well for every other player on our team.
Through the years, Jimmy has created a lifelong bond with not only the coaches, but the players as well.
It makes me feel excited and I really enjoy it because it gives me excitement, and I just enjoy doing it.
The players enjoy Jimmy just as much as Jimmy enjoys them.
I think he keeps us together because honestly, all of us would probably forget our warm-ups and forget all our stuff if we didn't have him.
Since Jimmy is a senior, this will be his last year as manager, and I know that we'll sure miss him when he leaves and goes off to better things. Shine bright, Jimmy. This has been Ethan Sorensen reporting from StarCast.
Nice work, Jimmy. Way to keep the stars in line. In more recent news, junior Clement Oyederi and senior Anthony Gerardo qualified last week for the state wrestling meet, which will take place in Des Moines this weekend. Congrats, guys. Do us proud. Junior Albert Pham had a strong showing at the state swimming meet this past weekend. The team finished 3rd in the 200 free relay and 13th in the state overall as a team. That's all I've got to report this week. I'll see you back here next week with another update. For now, we go back to Keenan.
Thanks, Jackson. Many Northside feeder schools also had a jam-packed fall months, not only focusing on learning, but also focusing on making the community a better place. The new Perry Creek Elementary was no exception. We go to Tyler for the story.
Here at North High, we pride ourselves on helping others, but we're not the only ones to do so. At Little and Big Perry Creek, the students raise money from a walkathon to support children in need.
Students got sponsors for walking a certain distance. At the big building, they walked 1 mile, and our little people, which is preschool, TK, and kindergarten, we walked a half a mile.
Altogether, they raised $11,610. All the money went to the Stars Barn, where they visited as a reward for doing so well.
Was for the STARS program, which is a Special Troopers Adaptive Riding School, and they provide services for individuals with disabilities or challenges through therapeutic horseback riding.
These kids are amazing in the fact that they went out and raised as much money as they did, so it's pretty amazing that they are helping out an organization like ours.
Miss Frink and Miss Rasmussen came up with the idea to reward the top 2 classes with a trip to the Stars Barn, where they got to tour and learn about the barn, play with the animals, and had a well-deserved pizza party. This has been Tyler Wagner, reporting for StarCast.
Nice work, Prairie Dogs. Perry Creek is the newest addition to the Northside family. The new school opened this fall, and students and staff are working to adjust to the new school, which combines students from Clark, Lincoln, and Crescent Park. Marley gives us an update on how everyone's adjusting.
The Sioux City Community School District made a big change over the summer. On the lot of the old Hoover Middle School, Clark, Lincoln, and Crescent Park combined to form Perry Creek Elementary.
The district made the decision that they had the land available. They needed to start to work on getting these schools replaced because they were aging. And so they moved forward with the plan to combine those 3 sites. I think everybody's really loving our new school. We have a huge gym that we didn't have in any of the 3 schools before. We have lots more technology, lots more spaces to learn.
Carson Maynard's dad is just one of the many parents at Perry Creek Elementary.
Traffic is crazy and people are very impatient, and I don't think I would allow him to walk or ride a bike. Since he's only a 2nd grader and getting to between now and 5th grade, he's going to make a lot of West friends, and then I think it'll be tough because we're going to lose friends that are going to go there, and a lot of kids are going to want to go to West, but they can't.
Although the school year has just begun, this change is looking like a positive one. No one expected the transition to happen perfectly, but the students, parents, and staff are working hard to fix any issues as quickly as possible. This has been Marley O'Brien reporting for StarCast.
The new Perry Creek isn't the only school looking to make the North Side a better place. Another one of our elementary schools, Leeds, has also been hard at work on a number of service projects. Lennon has the details on what Leeds has been up to.
This school year, Leeds Elementary School is learning how to give back to the community by doing service projects and fundraisers to raise money and supplies for organizations around the city. The school is split into 4 houses to pick what service projects they will do that month.
So we have 4 houses. We have the Brilliant House, the Shining House, the Dazzling House, and the Blazing House, which is my house. They're all 4 associated with some sort of community service organization. And so it's just to give the students a purpose and to belong to something that they can contribute to give back to our community.
This past month, the Blazing House was assigned to do a food drive for the gospel mission. Their goal was 721 cans, a can for every student at Leeds. The result, over 2,000 cans.
So the Blazing House is the gospel mission, is their community service organization. Okay. So all 4 houses have a specific organization. So all of the canned food goes to the gospel mission, which that food goes to all homeless people who just go, they serve meals there daily. And so that food is for the people in Sioux City.
Many local organizations help the kids throughout their education at Leeds. Ms. Bemis tells us how these service projects help the kids learn to give back.
I think a lot of our kids receive a lot of support from different organizations in our community. and they don't always realize that they can give back as well.
Yeah.
So I think that is something that really creates character in a child, and to create that intrinsic need to give back to their community.
Since the students achieved the goal of selling over 721 cans, Mrs. Bemis agreed to kiss Wilbur the pig in front of the school. The students had just finished the book Charlotte's Web and were very excited. This service project has taught the kids more than just reading, math, and writing. This project has taught the kids how to give back to the community, and they will continue throughout this year with more service projects. This has been Landon Adams reporting for StarCast.
The North Student Council also got involved in making our community a better place. The annual dance marathon was held right here at our very own North High. Sponsored by the Student Council, the event helps raise money for local hospitals and families. Maddie has our last story of the day.
Braden Dakers is a normal kid. He loves playing outside, golfing, and throwing his football. He wasn't always as healthy as he is today, though.
Braden really had a rough start from the very beginning, though. At 6 weeks along, when I found out I was pregnant, he had a hole in the sack that I was carrying him in. And at that point, they didn't think that he would even make it at all. We thought he would miscarry. And so we just held on to hope and prayed and worked through it.
At 29 weeks, Braden was born into the world weighing just 2 pounds, 15 ounces. He was tiny but mighty.
Inches long. He was very small. And initially when he came out, he was doing really well. And it didn't take long for him to start deteriorating. So we had a lot of highs and lows, when we were in the NICU. The outcome is amazing. He's done really well. He just turned 5, and he did get diagnosed with mild cerebral palsy about 1.5 years ago. So we're working with doctors to keep him in braces, keep his tendons stretched, and he'll have to continue that until he's done growing.
Although they spent so long in the hospital, there were some sweet moments.
One of the biggest memories that I have is we came in one night, my husband and I came in, and it was like, 10 p.m. And the nurses had put him in his newborn outfit, and it just made us realize that he is going to come home. He's on his way out.
After about 9 weeks in the NICU at St. Luke's, Braden came home. He has done exceptionally well since then. The organization Children's Miracle Network helps to purchase equipment Braden and many other babies needed to survive. To help support CMN this year, the Student Council hosted the 3rd annual dance marathon to help kids like Braden. Seneca Nelson attended and shares why she danced for the kids.
I signed up for the dance marathon because it's a really easy and fun way to help a lot of kids in need and actually impact their lives, and you're able to see it when they all come here, and it's just a really good time to raise awareness, and I'm happy to be a part of that.
Mrs. Madsen was one of the teachers who came to the dance marathon.
I came to the dance marathon because I love to see freshmen through seniors having a great time and also supporting a wonderful cause. Every year it's more kids. It's a great way to spend a Friday night for a fabulous cause.
North High's event raised over $5,000 and helped make the 21,873 pediatric hospital visits Unity Point Health St. Luke's sees each year possible here in Siouxland. About 500 of those visits are to the neonatal intensive care unit, where Braden was taken care of as an infant.
Our family is so grateful that CMN was here for us.
Reporting for StarCast, this is Maddie Walding.
The dance team has their annual spring show tomorrow night at 7 p.m. here at North. The boys basketball team opens up district play Monday at West High. Well, that's all we have for this edition of StarCast. Until next time, catch you later, Northside.